Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 10 of Persona 5 Royal, and Cassandra Lee Morris is telling us to go the fuck to sleep. Or should I say Morgana, but yeah. It's pretty much one and the same. She is the voice of Morgana, and she literally read the book Go to Fuck to Sleep. Yes, that's a real book, by the way. And she has a video of her reading said book, which she turned off the comments, because 3/4 of the people on her comments would more than likely mention the many times Morgana tells them to go to fuck to sleep, and denies them from actually using the Temperance Confidant rank. So yeah. Fuck Royal for giving more instances where Morgana forces us to go to sleep.
Oh.
With that said, this is something that was in the original game. Morgana telling you that you'll be able to occupy your time while going to Shibuya's, well, not Shibuya, I meant going to Shujin. You'll be able to read a book on the railway. Now, later on, after November 18th,
Well, that's not good.
you'll still be able to ride, but you'll probably be riding in a limited sense. So yeah, get all your reading done now, because your reading's going to also build up your stats and also unlock areas that will be able to be explored, let alone visited. So, we are gonna have to actually have a meeting with the Phantom Thieves due to the fact of not only having a new member, but things have gotten progressively worse after yesterday's events with, by yesterday I mean Part 8's events with Shiho jumping off of a roof. And in Part 9, An is now a new member of the team. So with that said, we're now introduced to something that's going to be giving us proficiency. Provided that it's actually, only if we have the stats to actually dodge. And if the stats are correct, well, you're going to be dodging in no time. And by correct, I mean having enough charm to dodge. If you don't, you're going to just take a hit in the head, but it's alright though. When you dodge, your proficiency will go up. So bear that in mind. There'll be a few moments when that happens.
Looks like we're all here. Okay, let's get going.
Hold on, it's still too early for us to head to the palace.
But why? Don't we just gotta steal that treasure thing?
Don't underestimate the dangers of that place. We need to prepare.
Ain't that persona shit we got enough to deal with it?
That's exactly what I mean when I say don't underestimate it. You'll die if you mess up in there. So again, we need to prepare before we head in.
But how exactly are we supposed to do that?
I'm glad you asked, Lady An. First, we'll need to find better equipment for all of you.
You talking about weapons? Oh, I know a kick-ass place.
In that case, you can handle that side of things. The only other thing would be stocking up on medicine. Fatigue is unavoidable in a palace.
And where can we get medicine?
Don't worry, I know just the place. I hope you look forward to it, Lady An. Now then, he and I have some business in Yongen, so let's head off for today. Just come with me. I won't be able to get close enough by myself.
Dare I say, thank the Lord that there is no fatigue statuses in this game, or sick for that matter. However,
Actually,
I don't know about 5X, because that just been announced, so they might bring that back, but it was cut out of this game, so that's a good thing. Nonetheless, let's head over to the clinic and meet our soon-to-be next confidant, Tae Takemi.
this is the clinic that the chief mentioned. Now, how can we get them to give us some medicine? Well, I guess that's the only choice we have. We'll just have to go for it. Alright, let's step inside.
And now we're here in Takemi Medical Clinic. And after today, you'll be able to buy some supplies from Takemi. Well, right after the cutscene anyway. So, for those who don't know, yes, she is a confidant. And that part's going to be pretty much explained in the next episode of Persona 5 Royal. However, this is where you're going to be getting your medicine from here on in. Enjoy this while you still can, because it's not in Strikers at all.
In a case like yours, it's usually just due to stress. I'm gonna prescribe you some pain relievers, okay? Actually, I still need to restock those. So let's go with sleeping pills instead. Sleep is the best medicine anyway. Which type of pill do you want? A sweet-tasting one or a bitter one? You're the patient here, you know. Do you think you should be telling me how to do my job? So, it's just like I thought. You're not sick at all, are you? I'm not as dumb as I look, you know. I'm guessing you're here because you heard the rumors about me, hmm? Who's to say? But as a result, all I get are patients with ulterior motives now. I guess high school kids have it tough nowadays too, huh? Well, fine. I'll prescribe you some medication. But only medication that will help you recover your health. I guess it's fine. You seem pretty earnest, and you don't look like you'll be any trouble. This is my private practice. All the medicine I dispense is original. I have a license to make my own formulas. You've likely seen them being sold at various hospitals. It's your responsibility to take care of yourself. So, if that's okay with you, stop by anytime. Great. It's nice that you're so quick on the uptake. Saves me the hassle. You're a pretty weird kid, you know? I wonder what you're going to use the medicine for. Well, as long as you don't cause me any trouble, it's not my problem.
So, with that said...
Okay, which one?
Here are the following things she has. Recover our 500 milligram, which will cover 50. Recover 100 milligram, which will recover 100. And no harm, which will
You want that one?
cure, freeze, and burn. Yes, those are a thing, because that was in Persona 3,
Thanks.
so they're bringing that back, and also in
That
Persona
should
1 and 2
work.
for that matter. There's also alert capsules that'll keep you
Here
from
you go.
sleeping.
You want that one?
Relax gels that will keep you from
Thanks.
being confused and
That should
dizzy.
work.
Actually, yeah, dizzy for getting sleep is for the alert.
Here you go.
Relax gels
You want
for
that one?
brainwash, despair, fear, and rage.
Thanks.
Definitely gonna need that. Revive
should
Prince,
work.
you're definitely gonna need that because you don't
Here
get
you go.
much
You
healing
want that
items
one?
early on. And also, healing
Thanks.
4s definitely need that because they're going to be for your safe house
Take care.
or safe room. So with that said, I think we're done here. Oh, and by the way, this is a non-speaking part, even though it was a speaking part in Persona 5. For some reason, it isn't. So, on that note, we're pretty much hearing the fact that this doctor that just walked in is giving Tae a bad time and is trying to force her to shut down her clinic. We'll learn further that this doctor has, honest to God, no right to do that, but even more so, that there is a reason behind this exchange. And by the way, it has a lot to do with her confidant rank. Oh, and get used to seeing that doctor, because he's gonna play a part later on. No, not in the story per se, but a new mode that has been unlocked for Persona 5 and 5 Royal, or should I say a new area. And he's part of that area. And for those of you who've already played this game, you'll probably know what that area is once I get past the second palace. Because that's the only way we could get to that area. Or at least the first palace, I think. No, it's the second. I'm right, it's the second. But whatever the case, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to get the hell out of here, because this is a heated argument right here. And this doctor is literally trying to push another doctor into getting rid of that medicine. I don't think doctors have the authority to do that. Probably in Japan, but not in America. In fact, no, they don't have the authority to do that. Which begs the question, why do doctors get away with that shit? But whatever the case. Oh yeah, the system's corrupt.
Yes.
Never mind that fact. But, we're gonna have to deal with her probably next time. For now, however, we're gonna have to go back home. And also, we're gonna be introduced to probably one of the best shops in the game later on in this part, because Ryuji just successfully found some new guns. So on that note, let's head on home. Well, right now anyway.
We might be able to get our hands on some decent stuff if this store really has model guns. Well, we can leave that for tomorrow. Let's go home.
And we are whisked away home. Although the damn cat will not let us do anything. Anything at all. Because we're still in the tutorial part. Yeah, the funny part is, Atlas put probations on this game. And the messed up part is, where they put the probations, or should I say the curfews, I should say, on the game, they're still in the tutorial. No, seriously, we are literally going to be in the tutorial parts. And, yeah. That sucks that they did that. But, see, here's the thing. I'm not streaming for money. This is a Let's Play, so screw them. I do whatever I want. Anyway, we are now going to be meeting up with Ryuji. And yeah, this is a non-speaking part, by the way, because this was a speaking part in Persona 5. It's a non-speaking part here for some stupid reason. But whatever the case, we're going to be heading over to Shibuya, this time not chasing after An or getting lost on the way to school. And also, we're going to meet our next confidant rank. Well, we got to go through steps first.
Everyone, wake up! This country is twisted. While Japanese society may appear to be thriving, many young people have not been as blessed as their elders. They have no jobs, no savings, no financial security whatsoever. These young people should be tackling their futures head-on, but instead, they're too busy merely trying to survive.
People give speeches all the time. Plus, politics are pretty boring anyways.
Yeah, he's going to be a confidant later on, once Sojiro trusts us enough to go out at night, which will probably be after the first palace. So with that said, let's go to Shibuya.
Follow me. The shop can be pretty confusing to find sometimes.
Shibuya Central Street. This is going to be where most of the restaurants and also all the shops are going to be. And more importantly, this is where most of your confidants are going to be hanging out. Ryuji specifically. So with that said, remember this place, well, you'll be going here a lot. This is your home away from home. Now let's go to the gun shop, shall we?
Oh yeah, before we head in, you know anything about guns and shit? Nah, I guess we can just ask the guy behind the counter if we can't figure out what we want. Come on, let's do this.
Oh yeah, and I should also note that Iwai will also be your other confidant, but he's going to be the contact for you getting guns and weapons.
You looking for recommendations? I don't know, just buy whatever looks interesting to you.
Ugh, some customer service.
Fine, what do you want? An automatic? A revolver?
Automatic? Dude, why are you talking about cars now?
Listen, this here's an enthusiast shop. My regulars will be mad if I let a casual like you hang around.
I'm not a freaking casual. I bought shit from here like last week.
Can't remember you.
You bastard.
And you, looking for something? Oh, you a collector? You're way more interesting than Blondie over there.
Oh, shut it!
Anyways, you should have said before you two are enthusiasts. I'm always up for helping fresh faces. Some precautions first, though. Don't go around pointing them at other people. Keep them in a bag or something if you're outside. Oh, and don't let the fuzz catch wind of you having them. I don't need them coming around here. How about that? Me too. Now, if you look close, you'll be able to tell these are models. Real guns feel different. Maybe someday I'll show you the real good stuff, though. If you got the guts for it, of course. But for now, you get the beginner selection. Just sit tight. I'll bring him out.
We did it, dude. We totally gotta go for some fancy shit, right? Ooh, I want him to shine. Oh, and here's the cash for mine. Pick me out something good.
And this is your weapon shop. For right now, you can only buy swords, you could buy guns, you could buy some accessories and body armor. And when you do, it's going to upgrade depending on the stats of the weapon, or downgrade your evasion, whichever one comes first. Now, the reason why I'm not actually going to buy something extravagant is because of the fact that the game wants you to buy a weapon first before you even remotely start. And sometimes people sell off the primary. What did I just went there and accidentally buy a weaker weapon and equipped it? Oh God, thank God I didn't. Thank God.
That's what you're choosing? How's that?
But oh damn it, I did. I'll unequip it later. All right. I almost sold that weapon. Oh my God, that would have sucked if I'd have sold Morgana's weapon. Oh my God, and I went through a lot of trouble for fusion alarms. God damn. We just need to buy a weapon, that's all. And Ryuji only gives you about maybe 5,000 yen. And that's not enough to buy everybody a weapon. So yeah, you'll probably have to buy a basic upgrade instead of buying like the secondary weapon. That's the only reason why I have all these weapons here. It's because of the fact that this is a new game plus. I know what you're thinking. Why aren't you doing a new game? Real simple. Because everything happens in New Game Plus. It's a Persona game, for God's sakes.
Boss, did you hear? Apparently that subway driver from the accident was acting really odd during his testimony hearing.
You talking about that psychotic whatever thing people are going on about?
Yeah, I heard it completely alters your personality. The news is saying the driver couldn't even speak when they tried asking him questions.
Only an idiot would believe a preposterous story like that. Oh, and sorry, but we're closing soon.
How rude. This must be why you don't get many customers. Your coffee's actually not half bad. The beans must be lamenting the sorry state of this store.
Thanks for stopping in. Please come again.
I'm only trying to help you fix your business. Thanks for the coffee, at least.
Jeez, what a pain. Oh, what do you want? If you're bored, go wash some dishes or something. It doesn't concern you. It's all good as long as the shop doesn't fail. I'm not gonna go wearing a fake smile. No, it's nothing like that. As long as I'm here, the world leaves me be. No annoyances or troublesome people to deal with. It's like my own personal hideaway. I'd be kind of screwed if I lost it. But I guess you would be too. So you better at least try and be useful around here. Anyway, I'm leaving now. Don't cause any trouble.
We're just about ready to go to the palace. We just need to assemble some infiltration tools. Clean off that desk back there so we can use it. That desk! Hurry now and clean it up! Great. Now you can make things whenever you want. I'll provide the materials this time. Try making a lockpick. Don't think too hard about it. You'll get the hang of it.
While the game did mention that you could get double proficiency by making infiltration tools in bad weather, including flu season, what the game doesn't mention is where you're going to get all the items required for the tools. Basically dungeons, you're going to get it from mementos, and more importantly, the antique store that's right outside once it opens up.
Great. We should be able to use this.
Yeah.
We should be ready now. We're heading into the palace tomorrow. Let's get some sleep.
And with that day is over, Operation Kamoshida now begin.
Good morning. Come on, hurry up and get to class. Good morning. That admirable behavior won't do you any good once you're expelled.
Well, that wraps up the homeroom period. A word with you, please? There's something I'd like to ask you. It won't take long.
I see you're already getting on top of the problem I'd mentioned this morning, Miss Kawakami. I appreciate the support.
Thank you again.
Oh, you know this guy, Yoshizawa?
Yes, he lent me a helping hand earlier.
I recommend you steer clear of the likes of him if you have any consideration for your future. Remember the discussion we just had? There are a number of students in this school you shouldn't get involved with. This one's at the top of the list.
Oh, the delinquent transfer student?
Sorry to interrupt, but I need to use the guidance office.
Oh, pardon me. We should be going too. Don't want to get in the way of guiding this delinquent and all.
Please excuse us.
After you. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Did something happen between you and Mr. Kamoshida? I don't think so, especially after that little exchange just now. He gave me a brief lecture this morning, and your name came up. Something about the dangers of a lack of supervision. I don't mean to pry, but just make sure you don't go causing trouble, okay? Oh, and one more thing. That girl outside the office, you didn't make a pass at her, did you? All right. Mr. Kamoshida has a real close eye on you. Apparently, you've been getting involved with Sakamoto-kun. You seem acquainted with Yoshizawa-san as well. Maybe you're just naturally drawn to athletes? Sorry, bad joke. That's all I wanted to discuss. You're free to go.
If there was ever a conversation that you're holding with your friends that you need to pay attention to, it's most likely at the start of the operations of palaces. Because when you do pay attention to the conversations, unless they explicitly say it, which sometimes they do, you'll end up having a deadline revealed and you probably skipping through the conversation. This one's important because the deadline here is May 2nd, when the board meeting to expel Ryuji, Mishima, and also Ren, or should I say Akira, will begin. Here's the thing. I mean, it's already been stated throughout the entirety of the game that if you do not take down an enemy by the date, it's going to be an automatic game over. The cutscenes really do much to kick people in the nuts if you do not succeed in getting the palace completed. And there's also implications too. Bad implications. For if you do not complete Kamoshida's palace, notice the people he's expelled. Ryuji, Mishima, and Akira. The only three people that will stand up to Kamoshida. And by doing that, that also leaves An alone to deal with his sexual advances. Well, you're gonna go to jail, unfortunately. So yeah, we gotta keep that from happening, because Operation Kamoshida begins, and we have 14 days to complete it. I'll see you all in the next episode, as we have some preparation to do before we actually go into the palace. This is RVMan985. Peace out and take care.